Welcome to the last session review of my Dragon Heist campaign. Let's just begin with what happened at the start. I'm actually not doing this with a script today because really I don't think it would be worth it. Like last time, they started to prepare for battle on the open sea. They figured out that orcs, a gnoll, a Flind, started to attack them, as well as Heartless came about and started to attack the group. They fended off the attackees. They protected Ismay's grandmother and grandfather and all the kids. They got a little help from the NPCs with like a fireball from one of them and a couple stabs from a couple rapiers, but they took out the enemies and they went back. And the reason why I don't have a script or anything like that is really because of what happens next. For them to figure out what they want to do next, as they have one more day until the yawning portal closes, pull some cards of the Deck of Many Things. And I discussed the Deck of Many Things on how it won't break a campaign if you don't let it, and there's certain things you can do. Well, one of the players decided to pull 3 cards. The first card was Sun, and so he got a magical item. Because we are Milestone, I gave him an even better magical item than it asked for. But his second card was Talon, so it destroyed every magical item he had. And then the last card he picked was Fates. And the person drawing this was Vengeance, the ghost, who is going after Merkel for revenge. And what he did was decided to undo the fight between him and Merkel and his people. And him doing that, he goes back in time and he goes and wins the fight against Merkel. So his people were not lost 1,000 years ago or so. And that pretty much killed the campaign. As now, because of how intricate Vengeance's character is to the plot and how intricate he intertwines with Draven, and if these two people aren't here, the threads that I created through these people's backstories, because he did what his character would do. It's an awesome moment for everybody because he picked the one card out of everything to solve his character's problem. Even if he got to level 20 and he did what he wanted, destroyed every piece of Merkel stuff across Faerun, like, it's still not the same as him going back in time and stopping his people from dying. So it was really a cool moment for everybody. One of the players even said to me, like, they were on a high, like that was just really, really cool. But I think it left some sour notes in some people's mouths for sure, because what it means is their next step of going and talking to Durnan and getting pushed along into the story that I created to go down into the Undermountain isn't going to happen because it can't. Him going back in time is pretty much erased the whole 25 sessions or so that we've had. And even though that sucks and they won't get to see certain threads and stuff that I made, like Jones has a rogue card that he pulled. He'll never know who the NPC was. They'll never meet this world's Draven. They won't know who's behind all of the masked lord assassinations. Like all these things we kind of lose out on, but it's bittersweet, right? I get how like I can kind of tell like some characters are upset that they lose their characters that they have as they kind of really like them, but also like it was Vengeance's most truest moment to Vengeance, right? Like and Troy, who plays Vengeance, he was going to do that no matter what. Like that there was no the moment he pulled that card, he knew what he was going to do. He's like, oh, so I can just go back and stop it. And I'm like, yep, well, that's that. Go ahead and get rid of the next 12 pages of notes I have for you guys for the next session. So that was it. No more Secondhand 6. They no longer exist. Pretty much because Vengeance went back in time and no one gets summoned to here. So, yeah, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for our next campaign. If we're going to roll, everyone's going to re-roll new characters. One thing that I'll be doing is hopefully no homebrew, as I found out that on the homebrew site that they grab stuff from, the characters are just not, the classes and stuff are just out there, just wacky. But the game, I think, is done, and I think it kind of ended like kind of anticlimactic, and there's no real ending because it just kind of died, and I don't think anyone was there. One player kind of went, I don't know what's happening, but I think I'm upset. And so it's like I said, it's a mixed bag, but I think altogether it was good throughout all of the sessions. But, you know, sometimes that's how it ends. And I think some people will say, like, this is why you don't have the deck of many things, because they can wipe out a campaign. And to be completely honest, they didn't really wipe out a campaign. It literally had maybe 45 minutes left in this part one of this campaign, and that's it. So he ended it just a little bit quicker, I think. But overall, I think it was a good game, and I think everyone, for the most part, liked it. They may not have liked the ending. Not everyone, I don't think, liked the ending, but yeah, that was it. So this will probably be my last review. I will be making videos kind of going over those like points of like bad and good. I think I'm going to go and make deeper dives of each one of those that I went into, just so that I can, you know, explain a little bit more about some things. And especially with the beginning half of my videos, you know, I can go and explain things better, I think, because as this is the first time of me DMing, and I've learned a lot from beginning to end. So I think going over some of these things and doing a bit more of a deeper dive on certain subjects and stuff would be good for me. And would be good for my channel to have those kind of things up there. So look for those videos coming up in the near future. I think I'll be taking a little bit of a break here for a couple weeks or so. So I may not have any videos coming out then, but around the new year or so, I'll for sure start putting out maybe a video once every 2 weeks or so, maybe a little bit quicker. That's it. My campaign's done kind of quickly and abruptly, but that's it. Let me know if you guys liked it down in the comment section down below, and hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your friends. And like always, have a nice day.